Hello friends old and new, Deis Ferrous here with some more Rogue Trader. Hope everybody's doing well. Sorry about last stream that kind of cut out at the end. The internet decided, like 10 minutes before your normal ending time, we're just gonna not work. I still upload the previous stream over to YouTube, so no big issue there. But to really quickly catch everybody up, last time we did a lot of colony management. There was just a lot of colony management going on and stuff along those lines. And we are currently in a drifting void ship of the Deis Mechanic. Why does that sound wrong? Deis Mechanicum. Deis Mechanis? Why does that sound wrong? It's weird. But yeah, we apparently need to fight our way out now. Which is gonna be interesting. Just some toughness. And athletics. Sure. Apparently we also hit a level up that I completely forgot about. No, I do remember it now that I think about it. We got the level up and decided, alright, we're gonna go and we got the level up and we're gonna go and do that next stream when everyone's around. Get that. Medic A up, because Abelard is a pretty decent medic, honestly. Attack use. Give some weapon skill. Right, it's just these, so it's easy, really easy just to fly past. Your lower warp is maxed. Insane good awareness. Let's get you some more Xenos. Perception. Argenta. Give some agility, honestly. Some Medicaid. That works. Alright.
Take a knee
and
bow before me.
I thought I had a little bit more space, but that's fine. Technomat, Servitor. Okay. Let's get Bella in. We got the Herald of Corruption there. Okay. I don't know what the Herald of Corruption does, I don't really want to find out. Lord there, I'm gonna try to get him up onto the Mad Magos. Scal there. And rotate. Cassia there. I'll go suboptimal. Go there, and Argenta can join me over on this side, I suppose. Alright. Yeah, we're getting right into it, guys. We're up over here.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Front line up.
That is foolishness.
Really? No line of sight? Line of sight in this game is annoyingly whack, honestly. That there. And let's Let's give Abelard. Actually, let's give Abelard a buff.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
And give Abelard a charge.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Get in
At your
there, champ.
beck and call.
Cool, cool.
An exemplary strike.
Cool, cool. Let's give
Me,
Argenta a
if you
go.
insist, Lord Captain.
Claim the bounty.
That is not the Emperor's will.
No line of sight. Take that.
Faith without deeds.
Take that. And let's running gun to here.
I will
that.
bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
And yeah. Cool, some nice easy damage off. Don't have any actual targets I can hit. Okay, we'll hit that. That's unfortunate. Blast. Cool. Can you hit that one?
Request denied.
Really? No, like, dude, it's up on the wall. How do you not see that? Let's blast you then.
I'm in
Oh, Pascal, buddy. Okay. Those two guys there. That's mildly green.
doubt is for the weak. Each strike is a prayer.
Take that. I go there and hit that now.
I refuse.
What do you mean no line of sight? Really?
The enemies of the Emperor
Should be
will
able to
be
finish
undone.
that one then. Or not.
In thy light I stand,
Fine.
and thy light I crave. I'll do it. Eradicate it.
Here we go.
As
I
the
do
Emperor
not want to know what
commands,
those things
I
do.
act.
Because whatever it is, it cannot be good. Pop you.
I'll do it. Faith without you,
think.
my Emperor.
Think.
Strike
There we go.
is a prayer.
Actually,
I'll do it.
okay, cool. We have a
None
box
can
skull.
escape the Emperor's
Beautiful.
judgment.
Should be able to hit you then, right?
I will not.
Doesn't that? Should have a one zone. So do I go there and shoot him?
Rejoice in battle.
That kid's bleeding? Hmm. I don't understand that. Apparently.
Doubt is for the weak. As the Emperor commands, I will do my Emperor.
Interesting.
I'll do it.
It actually makes it so only one of these guys can get to me, really.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Unless they break the cover, which I suppose they could do.
My faith shields me.
fine.
Indeed.
Hello, Madam Ajos. Yeah, let's knock back strength.
I will
We're
do
just
my
gonna
duty.
step here and just wall upon you. I should have actually stepped back and charged. I knew I was doing something wrong. I knew I was doing something wrong as I started to move and everything. Yeah, got plasma pistol. So let us up that,
At your beck
up
and call.
that. That works. Where are you going,
Reduced
sir?
to dust.
Where are you going? To the grave.
A dance of blades and
Hop over,
shadows.
pop this. Move your weak point. That's better. It is technically
Trust
better.
me.
Got that.
I
Free
shall
hit
not
on
fail.
you.
As honor ordains. Caught
Think.
by the web.
Think. Kill
Killing
you.
brings me no pleasure.
And bonk. There we go. Oh, he's coming around the mountain when he comes. Okay. I just have my bird.
Not my specialty.
That's what I figured.
Absolutely not.
Bird. Go. Beautiful.
All too easy.
God, Antu's is so good.
Already done.
Over. Finish you. Or, well, try to. Extra turn
I'll pass.
to
I am
Gents, I
here in
suppose.
time.
God Emperor,
Move
move
here.
through
Level
me.
and slaughter.
Be the fire in my heart. I'll do it.
Daka. Beautiful. Move back here. Take
Guided
a
by
single
fate.
shot.
None can escape
Beautiful.
the Emperor's judgment.
And it's just that Servitor and that Herald of Corruption. I'm not really sure what to do about either. Well, about the Herald of Corruption. Oh. Cassia,
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
if you would kindly.
If I may,
Trust me.
Dink, dink, dink.
Let your soul be purged.
Take that extra free
As
hit. We
honor
love that.
ordains. Come. The other side awaits.
Beautiful. Oh, the Herald of Corruption just automatically destroyed itself. That's nice. Okay. And nothing stands out here.
Follow my lead.
Pay attention.
Oh,
This ocular implant was a worthwhile investment.
Actively activated traps.
Never doubt
That's
me.
interesting.
The Emperor favors me today.
Okay, go for it, Argenta.
I
Thank you,
better
sister.
myself through my service.
Attention
Cast
to
your eye
detail
there.
is the key to success.
Join me in
Genta.
prayer. The light of terror shines for us. Duty
Define.
prevails.
Define.
Never doubt me.
Good girl. A formidable looking door blocks the way into the next module. It is covered in scratches as if someone clawed at the cold metal for a very, very long time. The door does not respond to your touch. It stands fast, refusing to open. The writing above the doorway reads, Main computing control. Restore power.
I'll lay claim to the
Alrighty.
stars.
This is some serious heresy stuff going on. Don't see anything of note. Majos Tiberius Mala. The air in the room is permeated by a wild mixture of miasmas, both mechanical and biological origin. Blood, rust, vomit, machine oil, excrement, kerosene. All these smells blend together into such a thick stench that it almost feels palpable. Just as the air here is one mad tangle of odors, the device in front of you is a mishmash of wriggling wires and transplanted fragments. In all the clutter, one could almost miss the main component. A heavily augmented man, whose upper body is embedded into the frame of the machine, dozens of wires piercing his flesh. A crust of congealed blood and other bodily fluids covers the man's entire body, but his eyes are open and his gaze is keen. This gaze is turned to you, devoid of surprise or difference. Who are you, disturbing the peace of holy martyrs in the home of our grief? What do you want? Who are you? A servant of the Messiah, an acolyte of the machine, a prisoner of purgatory, and a keeper of corruption. The man whispers via the implanted box. Every word or motion causes his crippled body to shudder. Bloody foam glints from inside the wire-pierced wound. What happened to your ship? Ship? There is no ship. There is only purgatory, a world of evil, made to harrow and torture those who follow the Omnisaya. It has already killed many of my brethren, but those who remain are strong, so very strong. We will keep the corruption of the machine at bay. I will hold it back. Okay. I have accepted a higher calling, the only one among my brethren to do so. As they keep the evil at bay, with prayers and sacred symbols engraved on their traitorous flesh, I take this evil inside myself. I imbibe it as one does water, but it can do me no harm, for I am the eye of sanctity. I am the sacred filter, the link that protects other parts of the machine from this caustic taint, and for as long as I remain here, the corruption will not prevail. This statement is false. I am registering corruption in this unit identical to that surrounding us. I am registering a violation of the cleansing protocol, which dictates steering the ship into the heart of the nearest star for the purposes of cleansing annihilation. I am registering betrayal of the sacred machine spirit placed in the charge of those with weak in faith. Man looks at his comrade and replies with a long series of clicks in Technolingua. Permission to use the sacred language has been revoked. Impurity will not be permitted to enter the pure speech of Binaric. Your mortal shell will soon exhaust its vital energies. Pray mutely while you still have time. What evil are you talking about? The great evil that pervades the universe, tempting with the unattainable, seducing with false knowledge. Evil has many names, but its essence remains the same. It was that evil that trapped us in here, but we were stronger. Wake up. All the signs are as clear as day. You and your brethren have fallen prey to the forces of chaos, and you don't even realize it. The man's eyes clear for a moment. They still lack understanding, but there's a hint of surprise. He slowly looks around the room, at the ecstatic priest, at his own mangled body. His vox hisses, as if he is struggling to say something. Suddenly, the mingled stench in the room is drowned out by the sharp, piercing smell of ozone and grease. You sense that the nauseating atmosphere that prevailed in the room has condensed into a single point of evil in the depths of the ship. It is now hurtling towards you. Oh, I don't like that. Oh. What? What? Oh. No, this seems unfair. You know, this seems a little unfair.
I won't heed your cries of mercy.
Okay, well, Cassia, let's move you away here. But I'm gonna get you in on this side. Scal, you in over on this side. Abelard, you're going straight down the middle, brother. I believe in you. Genta, let's make a post over here. I will have no fucking movements as usual. Is it because I don't have the what's it called? The movement upgrade? That might be it, honestly. Got that. We're gonna start getting stacks on you, Forge Fiend. I can't hit both of you. I can't hit both of you. That's fine. Let's blast you. And before I forget, let's set up the front line, back line, and rear. You and get that over on.
The order is contrary to dogmatic protocols.
There we go. Let's take aim to Argenta. Rebel in the light. To Abelard. Buff up Abelard a little bit more because we love buffing Abelard. And here's an extra turn, buddy.
Is this a job for the serfs?
I can give you a nerf. Favorite enemy on the Forge Fiend. And we'll go like that. And then,
Someone else can do this.
oh, beans. That's fine. Hello, Senator.
Is a reward.
Hello, Senator.
Go ahead.
Okay, controlled shot.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Hitting all of us.
Faith without deeds is worthless. Doubt is for the weak. As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it.
Got all that. Going to just
Save
mag
the
jump down this line.
Why I was chosen. You, my emperor.
What the fuck? Wasn't expecting
That is
the
for the weak.
knockback. That's fine. Should take out the box skull. Perfect. Beautiful. Psh.
Trust me.
Gonna eat. You're trying to kill Applelord, that's for sure. Yeah, that is just
As honor
movement.
ordains.
Very two of them. Honestly, very well played. And you actually knocked down Applelord that time. Fucking really well played again.
I shall not fail.
The
shadows will.
Cool. Forge Fiend down. That's...
Trust me.
Yeah, that'll be all, I guess.
I'll bring
Yeah, Genta.
glory to my bloodline.
I'll do it.
Control shots.
As the emperor commands,
That.
I act.
That and like...
I will
Ah.
bathe this battlefield in righteous
Decent
fury.
chance to kill a boat. Yep, that's one.
None can
Two.
escape the
Perfect.
emperor's judgment.
Flawless. The man's mutilated body is racked by wave after wave of convulsions. Evil. That was evil. Evil incarnate. Evil. The corruption that watches us day and night. Suddenly the man raises his head and looks you straight in the eye. You have banished the evil. You tried to warn me, but I was deaf. The ship, Kiabagama, it followed us from there. I brought peace to Kiabagama. Rest in the knowledge that the wicked have been punished, and you and your brethren have been avenged. A glimmer of awareness and joy shines in the madman's eyes. I was a part of the great force that drives the universe. I do not fear the cold of death. The wheezing breath escapes the man's chest. Then his eyes close. Oh well, rest in peace, man. Got that. Cassie, if you would.
My house would be proud of me.
The empty shell of a demon engine, it was his creation, a horrifying mix of real space technology and the deranged powers of the warp that disrupted the ship's system and twisted the tech priest's minds. Oof. 5 to Medicaid. This is clicking to psychic power, which allows him to sacrifice from 3 to 9 wounds to immediately teleport to any cell in a 4-cell radius. That's neat.
It's about time.
Guess this is it though. This doesn't seem like there's anything else we can really do here. Yeah, looks like we tag out. Good job, team. Crushed some chaos, as the God Emperor intended. Oh god, there's more ship management. Troubling news has arrived from Giannis, your lordship. While digging an irrigation ditch, workers found a Xeno obelisk made of unknown material. It was delivered to a laboratorium and subjected to a number of tests, one of which caused a reaction. The obelisk generated a low-frequency vibration, and the events that followed were catastrophic. A series of anomalies were recorded in the Epsilon 2 Majoris region. It is almost like Giannis itself is fighting us there. Many logistical chains have been disrupted. The only people who visit the uncontrolled territories are the wretches fleeing deeper into the region in greater and greater numbers. The observers report strange fires in the sky at night, completely imperceptible to the augurs. The Adeptus Mechanicus recommend we fence off the afflicted area. According to according to their hypothesis, this anomaly is the world's attempt at self-recovery and therefore should be studied, not interrupted. What exactly is happening there? The vegetation demonstrated a remarkable ability for wild growth. It took the plants only 2 days to overrun the agri-complexes in the region. Extinct species of local megafauna have been spotted in the newly formed jungle, aggressive and acting in unnatural cohesion. How are the wretches involved? We do not know. It is as if they have all received a signal telling them to abandon their work and rush deep into the afflicted territory. In accordance with your decree protecting the wretch populace, no one attempted to detain them. As a result, almost 1,000 specimens flooded into the region. Permission to advise granted. I await your proposals. Giannis's natural world is rising up. It is a lucky coincidence that the planet boasts experts who specialize in both controlling and destroying life. Reports from the Madros Biologist Chapel make no mention of storing weapons of mass destruction, but I have no doubt they possess some. They always do. I see no reason not to let them use them against all this, whatever it is. Deployment of fortified research stations in the area, in the afflicted sectors, is recommended. The benefits of gathering more information justifies the increased casualty rates among personnel. The wretches know more about this pestilent growth than we do, something we must quickly rectify. We should capture some of these mutants and force them to cooperate. That way we can learn what it is that we're dealing with. I'm with Pascal. Set up some research stations. Yeah. Audacity of Giannis torpedo launchers. Her Aldari sonic torpedoes with 22 damage warheads. May the Omnisaya be merciful to the souls of those who will give their lives in the name of obtaining knowledge. The scouts who ventured into the heart of the afflicted region discovered ancient Xenos creations emerging from the ground. The jungle reacted to the incursion by expanding and swallowing up some of the neighboring agri-complexes. Fortified observation stations were set up in the largest clusters of ruins. The priceless data and artifacts collected there were paid for with the lives of the many watchmen who fought against the onslaught of Giannis's enraged wilds. Yeesh. Got Dark Sages. Starblight. Dodge against human enemies. Seeker of the Weak. Ooh. Forest Fortress. The inhabitants of Giannis are restless. The population may be placated by turning agri-complexes into impenetrable fortresses, assigning sheriffs from among the overseers and forming Jaeger bands. The inhabitants of Giannis are restless. The Malatex may prepare for the coming storm by studying Xenos artifacts and using them in the construction of weapons. Servants. Eesh. I actually like Xeno defense. It costs me phlogiston and Xenotech. Phlogiston, which I'm tight on, which I don't really like, so I might actually wait on that. Lose 1 security, but we don't need security for anything on here. Let's do Secrets of the Winter Scale, so we can try to find some more phlogiston first. I don't want to go that low just yet. Legend has it that House Winterscale holds the secrets of gas factoriums, workshops in which tons of organic raw materials pass through fermentation vats, hot rollers, and pressure exhausts to yield valuable chemicals. This sacred knowledge could enable Giannis to produce enormous volumes of promethium. However, only the most skillful and highest paid smugglers will be up to the task of stealing this treasure. Yeah, that's fine. Get that going. I'm gonna wait on Dargonus, because that's probably could be a lot of reading. Yabagama's maxed. Dargonus. Oh yeah, for the imposters. I need to physically go there for that. Okay. Well, we got other things to do real quickly. Gonna hold out on that. That's the flak ammo. Sell that. Captures on the ship of Yojim's youth being cleansed by technocisms over the course of a 7-year-long vigil. Shots 24 damage. It's less damage, but the bigger range could be nice. Actually, I'm gonna get rid of the bombers. I don't like that you only launch one bomber at a time. I think I'm gonna swap out that and get that long range. Oh, nope, I meant swap those two out. There we go. I'm gonna make that medium range. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, back to the Coronis Expanse. Because we gotta make our way to the Grantis sector, so we can try to help. Who's it? What's it? If stuff goes south. What was it? Back over here? Yeah, and that unlocks here. We're gonna make this save. So we have the Navigator's Insight for it. Oh, some free loot. Amazing that we managed to pick up a couple guns and like a suit of armor from an entire destroyed ship, but we've all. Oh, yes. 4 Xenotech, that's huge. That is very nice. Do some phlogiston though. Another one of these. Oh. All 4 of them. When the servants of the Omnisaya assembled the parts of this ancient mechanism, quiet clicks sounded from within the cog, stirred into motion. The metal plates of the Archaeotech compass parted, releasing a cascade of golden rays. A hololithic projection shines between the rays. A model of the star system, Mu Rho 79. One of its worlds is marked with an unknown symbol. Huh. Duly noted. Mu Rho... What was it? Mu Ru 9? Mu Ray 9? 79? Promethium... 5 promethium, that's actually pretty worth it. Let's drop down and look at this distress signal. Man, I'm getting some Borderlands 2 flashbacks looking at this. Oh, God, Borderlands 2 is a good game. I might go back and play that at some point. See real quickly. Yeah, Move Row 79. So we'll need to look into that at some point.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Such a peaceful scene. The likes of which I haven't seen in a long time. No bright flashes, no riot of colors. Just pure white canvas.
Oh, that's cute. Two skeletons are lying in strange positions, as if one was either carrying or hugging the other, and did not let go even in death. The gear is badly damaged and decayed. Carefully inspect the skeletons and their gear. There are 3 things worthy of note. Fragments of some sort of device that both skeletons carried on their belts, some tiny trinkets in the remains of the carried skeleton's bag, and an old portable cogitator in the other's bag. Try to extract the data from the cogitator. The cogitator has been exposed to the elements for decades or even centuries. It's a small miracle that you're able to extract a fragment of a Vox recording. Apparently, the last communication. We're rich! Chaos, take me, rich! Fly, for crying out loud, spit it out. What have you found? Rich! Screw Footfall. These fans can go to the orcs. We're out of here! Calixus, here we come! Yeah, because with our record, Calixus is definitely the place to go. What makes you think life's better there anyways? I want a house on some planet, a mansion, with a lion statue at the entrance. You'll have a servitor with one job, dusting my lion statue. Fly, you idiot. You're still on a dangerous planet. Quit sending me your hallway and get back here and just tell me what you found already. Fly. Fly? Fly. You coming? I'm coming for you, dumbass. If you're not responding just to mess with me, you're dead meat. Examine the broken device. The pieces of broken tech suggest that this was a rudimentary radar jammer, an item commonly utilized by pirates in the Cronus Expanse. Examine the trinkets. The trinkets are clearly of Xenos origin. They are miscellaneous, time-worn items that have no particular value. One can assume that they are petty trophies looted from several corpses. Interesting.
Victory awaits.
Down the ledge.
Nothing's impossible for this old officer.
There's some more skeletons.
Right there.
The skeleton's in decayed tech priest robes is missing its right leg. Judging by what remains... Oh, come on. The remains of the bones, the leg was hacked off. It seems the person was still alive when it happened. They reach this spot by crawling rather than walking. The motionless servo skull shows no signs of damage. It looks like it hovered next to its dead master until its battery ran down.
I can hardly believe that the governor of Thassara managed to deceive his subjects so easily. Was no one suspicious of the decoy ruler's manners?
The common people do not...
Oop. Oh, oh. Oh, turret. Oh, landmines. Okay, start by getting in some cover. Bella, you can, go over here. Abelard, go there. Pascal, over here. You're pretty good, Argenta. Tuck you in there, and yeah! Okay, not the biggest fan of this. Come on, click the ability, thank you. Darn. You are well spread out. Okay.
Request approved.
You are annoyingly spread out. Does that have more health? Okay, no, I think they all have 182. Oh my goodness, how many are there? 5, I think? 6? There's a 6th one somewhere, I'm just not sure where. Okay, well,
Running by
Pascal, do your cool stuff.
You, machine spirit.
Do that. Frontline setup on you.
Request approved.
Get the rear setup on you two.
Running
Cool.
binary override.
Backline setup on you, Cassia. That'll do us.
Me?
Here, Abelard.
If you insist, Lord Captain. If only that were possible.
Beans. Get you
A tactically sound approach.
Moving in allies.
Indeed.
Can you... Beams.
It will.
Of course,
be
I
targeted
misclicked just a
well.
little bit so I don't shield bash. Go to
Isn't
fate
this a
on
job for the
yourself.
serfs?
Take aim
I'm
on
not
Agenta.
accustomed to being ordered around.
Oh, oh.
Negligible.
I don't like these. I do not like these turrets. Holy cow. You are hiding out way, tucked in way over there. I think I'll actually send Cabela up that way to deal with that. And I'll have Argenta try to poke down
Faith
these
without
guys.
keys is worthless.
That was on you, got that. That one, the Pascal's almost destroyed to you.
Doubt is for the weak.
You. Cool. Let's concentrate fire.
I'll do it.
Daka. Could have been better.
As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll
Wish
do
I
it.
realized that a little bit sooner. Would have appreciated the slight buff to Argenta, honey. That was just horrible. Let's get Anzu over
Nothing I
here.
can't do.
For a second I thought the turret just did not care. You're going
Suits my purposes.
diagonal now. Almost. Go on, one more. Hit your buddy. No, I think that's just. I think it's going to that square, unfortunately. There's an attempt. Bella here. Come on.
Death comes in
That
silence.
might detonate on her. Yeah, it did. But that's fine.
As the tenants demand. As
Cool.
honor or death. Caught by the web.
Tink. Tink.
I shall not fail.
Tink.
Trust me. As the tenant.
Okay. I don't know how that spread blood, but evolve. We're gonna move back. Charge
Follow
in.
my lead.
Wonk. Temp wounds.
At your beck and call. Great.
Wonk.
Sure have.
Wonk. And
I will do my duty.
go. One's down. That one's still activated.
The
Deal with
omnicide
you.
comprehends all.
Overcharge.
Vulnerability analysis successful.
Ow. Suboptimal. Heal yourself.
Organics required it.
Cassia. You know what?
Isn't this a
Let's
job
go.
for the serfs?
Finish it off.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
My vow is to serve.
Perfect.
I am condemn you.
Just
Running by
give us some sections then. See, you are at 1.3.
knows all, comprehends all. Let the cycle be discontinued.
Zap. Take
Isn't
aim
this
on
a job for the
Argenta.
serfs?
Doing some fate on Argenta. Okay. We're gonna
Faith
concentrate
without
fire.
deeds is worthless.
Claim the bounty
I'll
for
do
the
it.
tank.
For you, my emperor!
Hold.
As the emperor
And
commands, eradicated.
unleash. Cool, perfect. And
Doubt
pop the
is for
free
the weak.
reload. Okay, let's get Anzu. Darn. Anzu can't just fly there, really? Come on, Anzu, I believe in you, buddy. Oh, yeah. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. And I'll just do a hunting rifle shot
Nothing
on
I
that guy,
can't
suppose.
do.
Cool.
As honor or
Blade
death, my
dance.
blade whispers your name.
Oop.
Trust me.
Free
Let
hit.
your soul be purged.
And finish him.
Is a
Perfect.
blessing.
That's just the one next to Abelard.
Victory is imminent.
Back up. Charge in. Long.
Target well struck. Indeed.
Come on, buddy.
I took care of
Oh,
this
thank
one.
goodness. Alrighty.
I woke up with a
Argenta.
feeling of wonder,
Oi.
as if a field of flowers was
Venus.
blossoming nearby. A child was saved from death.
Give
1,000
Pascal.
heretics were burning alive, begging and
Operation successful.
Inspect the wreckage.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
I feel like once you do one, you should be able to just do all, because like, they're the same things, you know?
Machine God grants me insight.
Disarm the traps.
Operation
Look no further.
Reload.
Let's patch you up.
blessed
Heal
be the
Argenta,
hand
would
of
you
the
kindly?
healer.
This wound will make a fine scar.
Injury
Whisper and be heard. Do you think my body was suffering?
Okay. Got it. Let's give. Top you off. Scout. Fire grenade, 'cause why not? Good, I'm good. Good. Good.
This explorator is blessed with multifunctionality. The machine
Pascal,
God
if you would.
grants me insight.
Makeshift heavy Xenomash. A shuriken pistol. How's the armor for you? It's about the same. Human enemies overall, which is probably a little bit better. Cool. Cool. Pascal pulling overtime right here.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
I forgot that I don't have Yearlet with me anymore.
Operation successful.
And Aldari, not a human.
This explorator is blessed.
Hey,
with
why can't I have this
None
luck in
shall
D&D? I
stand
have like a
in my
fucking
way.
95% chance to do stuff sometimes, and it just goes, nah, you're failing. Like, damn, it's always in that ones.
My success is an irrefutable
Pascal's
certainty.
nailing these. That's my boy.
The machine god grants me insight. Operation successful.
And there we go. That is everything except the transmitter. This unsettling structure, adorned in strange masks, vaguely resembles the antenna of a powerful transmitter. At its base, you see it cogitating, and a few other devices. It seems that some part of the structure is buried underground. Investigate the entire structure. Failed. This mishmash of wires, devices, and decorative details appears to be a mixture of technologies from different eras and even different races. Some of the items show signs of Xenos origin. Force access to the cogitator. You manage to penetrate the cogitator's defenses. Its functions are rather simple. The program is designed to activate the transmitter once every 5 years and send out a ship distress signal into space. Blow up the structure. Screw you guys luring people into a trap. You set the charges carefully. Without a doubt, the structure will be destroyed with exit precision, along with the underground part. Lost a melted charge, gained some XP, and some iconoclast. Cool, so I guess that's all. I've got to actually...
An
Thank you,
expected
Abelard.
result.
My man. That's a nice... Oh, wait a second. Wait. Awareness. That's new. Hold on. That wasn't there a second ago.
Experience? Nothing matters more.
Why is there now an awareness check on this?
As it should be.
The explosion exposes the channel of a cable leading away from the transmitter. This is probably not the only element of the trap.
A new challenge for me?
Huh. Interesting.
Nothing's impossible for this old officer.
I feel like that's supposed to be the... You're supposed to get that and then the turrets and stuff jump up, but it just immediately launched the turrets and stuff once I got there. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. Get all tapped here. Cool. So let's get a move on. Palatium Stellos system. Answer the call for help from Grontis. New stage of development. A scheduled service in the ship's chapel was interrupted in the most profane manner. The images of saints and martyrs depicted in the altar space started to move and step down from the canvas. The congregation was filled with terror, and dozens perished in the stampede. The illusion disappeared on its own, but it claimed several priests and altar attendants. It is said that frenzied shrieks can still be heard echoing under the vaults of the chapel during prayer. Yeesh. But we do have this. Foulstone. We'll need to go to Foulstone. Winter Scales is done. Still phlogiston, that's a bit of the issue, but we'll get Xeno Defense. Gonus is working on it. Yeah, don't have anything new for Kiabugama. Lord Captain, the mines of Vabo 6 are once again in turmoil. At the depths of level MD Zeta/05, the Overseers have discovered amounts of mutilated bodies, seemingly crushed by the millstones of mining machines. All the dead are convicts. The Overseers believe that there is a cult of heretics operating the ranks of prisoners, offering human sacrifices. The prisoners themselves claim that this atrocity was committed on the order of the warden to rid his prison of the more inconvenient inmates. The warden tried to reason with the raging mob, but was mauled to death instead. The Overseers have managed to isolate the rebels inside the mining facility, but an assault would result in high losses of the workforce. On the other hand, the prisoners are ready to lay down their weapons, cease this violence, and repent if the rogue trader would only demonstrate some compassion towards their plight, possibly by reforming some of the more severe punishments. So who did kill the people found in the mines? That remains to be established. The right has complicated the investigation. Perhaps it was the work of the warden after all, or perhaps there is a cell of the cult of the Final Dawn operating among the prisoners. With a few picks of the corpses that the Overseer managed to take contain an oddity, if one were to use their imagination, they could see a certain pattern in the scattered bodies, one that is vaguely similar to the one these inconvenient prisoners had been drawing. I would also like to note that level MD Zeta/05 is part of the same tunnel system as the mysterious unmasked tunnel we discovered earlier. Honestly, conduct a thorough investigation just makes the most sense to me. I don't even really want my advisors to chip in, like, just investigate and see what's going on. We still have questions. To serve Vabo 6 and the Von Valancius dynasty, like, normally I like getting my retinue's input, but, like, this just seems a very blatant, investigate and find out what's going on. Upon carefully inspecting the dead bodies of the convicts, the Overseers concluded that they had not been killed by a human. No known weapon could have inflicted such wounds. The bodies were demonstrated to the convicts, and the riot died down as a realization sinking that some unknown force was behind the murders. The investigation did not yield anything to help identify the party behind the murders that sparked the riot. Level MD Zeta/05 has been sealed. Yeah, that's probably the best bet. That gives 6 phlogiston. -1 complacency, which is honestly kind of acceptable. Damage. 10% critical damage is so good. Faster damage to range attacks. I'm actually a really melee-oriented team, honestly. That's honestly so tempting just because of the 6 phlogiston right there. That's huge. Avoid security. So any new pilgrims and convicts will be an adequate fit for the role. Vigilance. Command team class. I don't want to lose security from them correctly. I want, I really want the warp guides. Granted, I'm at 2 security, so I can't afford it. Well, I could do Lair in the Void, but I don't really want to do that. Let's do Underground Workers. Actually, there's work to go around. The surplus will be driven into the jungle. Over time, they will become wild and be toughened by interclan conflict. At which point, the best fighters among them will be selected for service. To have more confidence, gladiatorial arenas contained under envirodomes will make use of their surplus to the delight of visiting aristocrats. The quarries extracting explosive physaline sand are rightfully called killing fields. They will consume any amount of living labor. Ugh. Okay, we're gonna do Testo Whales. I don't really like any of those options, honestly, but It's the most, like, tolerable to me. Need to manually go to Giannis and Dargonis. We'll do that. Make our way to Foul Zone. Don't need 2 plasteel. We'll go do that shortly, I think. So we're done here, because Foul Zone isn't far away. Ooh, Smuggler's Cache. Lots of drugs. Who lived here? Who left this here? So I can only hope the one will not be too aggrieved by their loss. I have so many rumors. Contracts. Minimize chapter 1. Chapter 2. Scale Dynasty. Yeah, we gotta help the Winter Scales. Companion quest. Yeah, that's for Jai. Okay, yeah, that's the cache for you that we're trying to get to. Dargonis. We've got the Von Valantius ship. That's Dargonis. And then nothing on those two. Okay. Unidentified Imperial Void ship. An unknown ship hails you as you are in its detection range. The ship, the Scarlet Pursuer, helmed by Captain Demir Shani, has Footfall listed as its home port. The message hints transparently at a connection with the Cosmologica mission. The Voxmaster adds that the captain has a proposal for you. Listen to the proposal. The ship lets you know they will readily reward you for any information about burning worlds in the Coronis Expanse. Why are they looking for burning worlds? The reply is as courteous as it is vague. The captain cites a scholarly curiosity in this understudied type of world. Upon hearing the message, Majos Pascal expresses a keen interest in burning worlds and asks the Lord Captain to take the issue into consideration. Jai Haidari immediately declares that Captain Shanhi would never dash about the void out of scholarly curiosity, but only for a suitably high return. In that case, perhaps the Lord Captain, too, might want to look into these burning worlds. Shenathal Versari makes no comment regarding the Cosmologica message, but is amazed that, for once, the esteemed Magos and Mistress Haidari are in passionate agreement on something. I'll share the information. Empty Soul Trap. Oh, those. Only 500 reputation for Cosmologica? That's kind of low. With effusive gratitude, the ship sends out a shuttle with the promised reward. I can still keep... no, I have no current information on Burning Worlds, but are willing to sell them any I might find in the future. Projected itinerary for information on systems in which you can find it later. Then looks forward to meeting you again and acquiring information on Burning Worlds should you possess it. Okay. Hello, Grantis. Do you know? Oh, hello. The entire world serves only to satisfy the whims of nobles, the sheer pointlessness of it. I could just start stealing their Xenozak. I can go to the governor's camp and try not to, piss them off. Let's see. I need to get another drink before the stream ends. I haven't planned this super properly. I thought this drink would take me further. Cute little hummingbird things.
It's about time.
Got an athletics up there. Oh, that doesn't seem good. The body is lying face down, its crooked finger clinging to the ground. This woman had her spine broken, and she was allowed to crawl in vain hope of escape. Yeah, that's Ducati. The dead noblewoman is staring at the sky with unblinking eyes. Her fingers have been thoroughly broken, and a tangle of intestines lies atop her slashed abdomen. Yeah, these are Ducati.
Stars.
I got here as fast as I could, man. Someone split the man's thorax open and turned his ribs inside out. Ooh. The corpse is missing its eyes, nose, and lips. Judging by the main mouth, the teeth and tongue were also torn out before death. Ugh. Someone wouldn't mind. If I wouldn't mind. The faces and hands are twisted in a paroxysm of death throes. The victim's last moments are full of torment.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Fortune smiles on us, an ill omen.
Thank you, Pascal.
The machine
The
god grants
Ducati
me
had left
insight.
traps
I
around.
see what others do not.
Ducati are assholes. Oh, hello. Speaking of which, like, you know, I know Eurolet gives a lot of shit to humanity and is pretty justified, but, like, you know,
At
Ducati
last.
and Chaos are out
You
there.
took your time coming to meet me, monkey.
The Xenos in ornate black armor turns his head to you. His thin, pale face is covered in tattoos and blood spatters. After a moment, his thin lips stretch into a crooked, unpleasant smile. A couple of seconds pass before you realize that the elucidator is silenced. The Xenos is addressing you in low Gothic. Oh, he's learned our language. How polite.
Hold your foul tongue, abomination. Such filth will not use that tone with the Emperor's chosen.
Abelard is white with fury. Man, it's been a while since we actually had voice acting, so we've just been doing so much side stuff, really.
Why? I sent an invitation by way of the cattle that dwelt on this world. And the chosen has so obediently appeared. How are my words anything but the truth?
My, this beast can speak our language.
Speaking your language is slightly less trying for my patience than being forced to listen to a monkey machine butchering our tongue. Besides, I want you to understand well what I'm about to tell you. How is it that out of all of your kind, you're the only one to discover our feasts in advance? Usually you're all so slow and sluggish that my kin always have enough time to leave the battlefield before aid arrives. But still, time and time again, your dogs have been there to stand in the Cabal's way.
Aggravating, is it not? Having someone best you at your own games?
Do not try my patience, monkey.
We're smarter than we look.
And? That's it? Just an assertion that your kind are not as brainless as you appear to be? This answer does not satisfy me. I will tell you this, monkey. I know you might be lying to me, or you might even be unaware of who is guiding your hand. In any case, I have grown quite tired of your attempts to delay the inevitable. Surely you too have run yourself ragged, chasing us between the stars. Let us put an end to this. Finish this standoff. My forces against yours, once and for all.
The Xenos pauses, mulling over something. Then it continues in an unmistakable tone of weary boredom.
You wander among the stars, so you must know of this place. An ancient reach, where the echo of stellar agony rings still. A place that serves as a graveyard for old stars, still filled with residual emissions and glittering dust. The place that buried your wreck, stuffed full of delicious, frightened monkey, and the horrors that devoured them. The threshold of our domain. Your kind call it the Cinerus Maleficum. That is where our disputes will be settled. The cabal of the Reaving Tempest will be waiting for you, monkey. Do not come unarmed.
Huh? Oh, you're finished pontificating? I think I dozed off there for a second. Do you mind repeating the whole thing from the start? The masked composure vanishes from the Xenos' face. Spitting out a florid, vehement tirade, he draws his weapon. Well, he is shooting.
I'll wipe you from the face of the galaxy. You'll
Incubus,
never explain
Cabalite
it.
Warrior, Cabalite Blade Masker, Slit. Dude, Darkoff had freaking snake people? Blade Master, Cabalite Warrior, Severite. Did... What's he call? Actually, dip? Yeah, it looks like he just dipped. Just dipped out. Alright. Get Pascal up here. I'll take up here. Get Bella. You're going up the center with Abelard. Pascal set. Here at Argento, I'll get you there, because I want to get you into there, I think. Oh, we got you also. Okay, but I think that does us pretty good. Just make you with that. No, since I've been fast, you're going to be a bit of a problem, actually. So the front line up there. So the rear up on
My
me.
competencies are not that universal.
Suboptimal. That's fine. Do a charge blast on
As the tactical
you.
imperative dictates.
Cool, cool. And we can get another blast on. Is that can we get a kill? Yes, we can. That's my boy. That's my boy Pascal. Through the rear over here. Let's give you
Me?
take aim.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
Should I give
Isn't
you
this a job for the serfs?
Argenta some extra health also. Just gonna buff the snot out of Argenta real quick. She has to deal with that guy. So it'll be a bit of a problem otherwise.
The enemies of the Emperor will be
Over
undone.
there. That. Hunt you.
I'll do it.
Concentrated fire.
As the Emperor completes
Doctor. Perfect. Huge. So mark
faith without deeds is
you.
worthless.
Mark.
I'll do it.
Right.
I am
I'm
his
just gonna
will
pop
made
this, honestly.
manifest. Doubt is for the weak. This is why I was chosen. I'll do it.
Dink. Dink. Great. Just start ticking away at the guys back. There we go. Hugely useful. Move you up to be a bit more centralized. Not actually a huge fan of that. I wish that wasn't there. I'd love to run over cover there.
Step aside.
Use there. I
The
think
navigator is coming.
that might be okay enough. Sliff? Where are you going? Oh, you're a sniper. I thought you were meleeing. Let's see, let's do that.
I will leave footprints of scarlet.
Dan's Macabre. Gonna
I
hop
shall
to
not
skip.
stay caught by the web.
Woe to you!
1,
Your last
2,
Let your soul be purged.
take the free hit. Still standing. Wow, color me impressed.
Come, the other
Go
side
down.
waits. As honor
Go
ordains.
that. Start moving that way. Raining blood
Trust
and
me. Caught by the web.
cool. Cool. Hello, Argenta.
Faith without
Concentrated
deeds
fire.
is worthless.
Pop Revel and Slaughter before I forget. Do that. And just
I'll
tear
do it.
into you guys.
None can escape the
Huge.
Emperor's judgment.
Great job. That is my sororitas.
Let your soul be purged.
Oh, you lucky bugger.
Taking damage to bulk.
Not what I meant to do. So I can, so I'm gonna favorite
It will
enemy
be done.
on you.
At your beck and
Charge.
call. Victory is imminent.
That
At your beck and call.
wonk.
For
The
full
daring breach
Valancium.
just tear into ya. There's
It will
no
be done.
reason not
An
to.
exemplary strike.
Bonk, bonk,
Grey hair,
Bonk.
sure hand.
bonk.
At your beck and call. Reduced to dust.
Finished. We'll get you over here.
Victory is imminent.
Whoa.
I took care of this one.
Fucking hop
Tried
back
and
over here
tested
for one
tactics
last
are the
hit.
best ones.
Go Abelard.
Grey
Absolute
hair,
menace.
Sure hand.
Go on,
Let's see
Zoo.
how they respond
That is my
to
bird.
this.
Finish him. Flawless. Ooh. Embroidered cloak. Out of combat stacks. That's neat. Splinter rifle.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
Where kills enemy with the finish the job ability? The working is supposed to make bonus for 5 summon mass volume. I'm not actually sure if any of my characters have those abilities. Thank you, Cassia. A pile of mutilated bodies with cut tendons and shattered bones. Lovely. It looks like this warden died before he even raised his weapon.
Victory awaits.
Oof. The dead warden is pinned to the ground with the blade of their own broken dagger. is plunged right under their chin to ensure that the victim slowly chokes to death. Ooh. The governor's body was masterfully disemboweled, his many implants were removed, after which, judging by the amount of blood, the victim lived for a while longer. Ooh. Okay. Oh, some hidden goods. Deadly precision. With this pistol, always score critical hits. Ooh. Maybe I'll say critical hit chance. Okay, hold on. That's an upgrade on the pistol. Single shot attacks always score critical hits. Automatically, so I can just auto crit with that right now. What is your general crit chance? Incoming damage. Ballistics. Check. It's not high speed healing. Skill might be someone. Hit chance. Okay. That's the base hit chance. It's like a perception crit. Perception does enemies dodge. Like, dude, I want to know if it's actually just worth it. You just keep getting auto crit with the deadly precision. Plus 1 AP, but gain 20% more critical hit chance. Info. What's the armor based on? 12% armor. Dodge 45% attack and 10% less damage. 22% of attack. Wait, who was that? There's one that had 13 on someone. Must have misread. But like, that's a lot of armor. Honestly. Swap that on. In the next level, I take the feat that makes it so I don't have a dodge penalty with medium armor. That'll be huge. Okay. Do I actually need another thing? It's another 10 Lore Imperium. That's actually kind of tempting. I'm probably never going to use that, really. I think I used it once just because it's like, well, might as well. It's now giving me plus 13% armor. That's nutty. That's amazing. Me being an Imperium lore build, apparently.
That was barely a challenge.
None shall stand in my way.
Has really paid off. Oh, that's hilarious. So glad I found that. Okay, Grant is just tapped though. Well, actually, I will yoink that Xenotech. We gotta go to Foulstone. Gotta go to Dargonis. Yabagama's full. Okay. So we'll make our way to Foulstone, do that encounter. Try some new routes, because we can. Nothing down here. I am kind of curious as to what happens when we go to the Imperium. Reinforcements from different decks of the Von Valanci's vessel report a terrifying sight. The skin of some crew members has become translucent, revealing knots of muscle and blood vessels beneath. Worse yet, small spider-like insects were seen scurrying inside them, snow white and sparkling like ice. The transformed could not see this phenomenon in themselves or anyone else, only occasionally complaining about a prickly feeling in their extremities. Some were branded as mutants and killed. Survivors reverted back after the vessel emerged from the real space. It wasn't bad. Up over here. Yeah, working on it. Lord Captain, the astropathic choir has caught glimpses of horrifying visions coming from Vabo 6. Something has breached the colony, from underground. Soon after a new sector of deep tunnels had been put into operation, it was overrun by monsters. They lurk in the darkness, swarm in the shadows, attack quietly, and leave nothing in their wake, consuming flesh, plasteel, and rockcrete. The churring of thousand claw heralds their approach. The desperate cries can be heard in the silence of the tunnels. Praise be to the Golden Throne. These creatures do not seem to be interested in getting to the surface. However, they've seized several active mines and are doing Emperor only knows what to them. What are those creatures? Few who have faced them have survived to tell the tale, so the information is scarce and hardly reliable. Their accounts, if you will, are a jumble of facts mixed with wild speculations. The frightened workers call these monsters a swarm because they crawl along the tunnels like a wave. They say that these enemies are vast in number and resemble insects. One of the fortunate survivors, mad from the horror, emerged from the mines holding a wrench engraved with strange markings. The pattern was exactly the same as the one the mad convicts had been etching into the walls. The overseers have already admitted to somewhat bending the restrictions on digging in the vicinity of the unknown tunnels we recently discovered. New mining drifts have been placed dangerously close. Could could this be like the scarabs of a Necron tomb? What think my advisors? The threat is unknown. Establishing the nature of the threat is a top priority. Collateral losses are insignificant. Requesting authorization to coordinate an offensive operation to be carried out by penal battalions in order to determine the nature of the attack. We have to block off this threat and protect the people. To do this, we must blow up the tunnels, but to make sure that the plan works, it has to be done in areas currently occupied by this unknown enemy. I'm sure that a dozen brave souls can be found in the colony, ones willing to accept the grace of martyrdom and carry the explosives into the darkness below. We drive those monstrosities back underground and use heavy drilling machines to simulate an offensive from multiple directions. Then we block the majority of the passages, leaving only the best defended ones open. Let's see how those miscreants enjoy being trapped. Let us drive the enemy back into the darkness, as Solomon has proposed. Oh, whoops. Wait, I messed that up. That's not what I wanted to do. Hold on. I misclicked again. Okay, I'm gonna reload here real quickly, because that's right. Oh, hold on, is this before or after we... It was right before we took off, or... Oh no, I might have messed up. Okay, no. Okay, no, we're good. That scared me for a second, I'm not gonna lie. I thought I was about to have to go through the whole governor camp again because I misclicked. We will get the Xeno attack. And now we will dip. And we will make sure to hit Solomon's suggestion. Warp travel. Yeah, we saw that. There we go into Foulstone. Yeah. What are these creatures? Continue. What think my advisors? Continue. Continue. And Solomon's proposition. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. We may lack the forces to exterminate the invaders, but we have quite enough. But we have quite enough to drive them back and win ourselves some time for the battles to come. The new extraction sector shook as drilling machinery tore into the rock. From the depths of the mining drift came the sound of screeching and scraping. A hideous swarm of metal-reinforced insects charged into the defenders of Babo 6, but the tactic worked. The enemy was vanquished, and what remains of the swarm disappeared into the planet's bowels. One could only hope and pray that enough time had been won to prepare for their next invasion. Yeesh. Cool. Now we can get warp guides, which is what I've been working towards this whole time. And Foulstone. I saw something else, I think, here. Burning World. Augure's Anomaly. Yeah. Is there something I can do with this? Interesting. Before you is a burning world, an inhospitable place at the mercy of a perpetual inferno due to its suffocating atmosphere and close proximity to the system's star. The firestorms on its surface never cease. What could the Cosmolic be looking for in such a place? Utilize the full capabilities of the augurs to locate something unusual on the planet. After many long hours spent analyzing the augur data, the tech priests noticed something unusual. A number of constructions of artificial origin can be detected under the planet's surface. They are too vast and peculiar to have been created by humans, but their geometric shapes and other properties clearly indicate they were put together by sentient beings of some kind. Unfortunately, there are traces of human activity next to the mysterious constructions. It looks like somebody found a way to land on the planet and set up an archaeological dig. These ancient monuments have been stripped of anything of value or interest, but other burning worlds may yield new discovery. Interesting. Okay, Foulstone, what's going on with inconvenient witnesses? Agents of the Inquisition have carried out a large-scale covert operation on the planet. Now they're in process of removing all witnesses, which is having a severe impact on the colony's functioning. Use the dynasty's resource. No, I like the people about Foulstone. Bribe the agents with valuable pieces of xenotech. The acolytes accept the generous gifts and depart. The colony can breathe a sigh of relief, but the consequences of bribing agents of the Golden Throne remain to be seen. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. Let me see real quickly. If I could do that, could I just, I need to manually be at the world. That's what I thought. Okay, so let's see real quickly. I'm trying to get there. So yeah, I probably need to go there. Colony Giannis became a new stage of development. Your lordship, Giannis is reporting about a disaster. Ghostly Xenos figures that appear at dusk and go away at dawn. In a ravenous swarm, they attack one agricultural facility each night, freezing everything they touch. The attacks take place in the complexes closest to the uncontrolled sector of the planet, where nature itself is turned against us. What do we know about these raids? Not much. They are incorporeal and difficult to discern, but they happen to have Aldari features. The spirits draw the warmth out of humans, plants, and inanimate objects, but it seems that they do not hunt consciously, but rather they simply do not notice anything in their way. At dawn, they dissolve into mist. The rays also differ among themselves. Some are as dark as the void, and others shine like the stars in the night sky. What is spawning these raids? Is it the corrupted sector? It is likely. They They gather at its borders at the break of dawn and whirl in a wild dance, howling and destroying all living things, then disperse into thousands of fading flashes. The agricultural facilities that happen to be in the way of their dance fall into disrepair. Something's not right. The race appear on the planet's outskirts and rush toward the heart of the contaminated region, instead of invading from within it. Furthermore, their differences may suggest that there are two groups of rays opposing each other. What think my advisors? I bet you Yearlet has something to say. If she doesn't, I'm gonna call BS. When dealing with Xenos, one should be prepared for the manifestation of all sorts of ominous mysteries. There's a whole cast of specialists among the Cold Jaders who use rituals to expel spirits from Xenos artifacts. Perhaps we should ask these Xenos worshippers. After certain events on board, I became interested in ghosts. I bought a book on footfall, an illegal one, of course, that describes the so-called ritual of silence. It's said to be able to pacify violent spirits on the scale of an entire world, but I can't vouch for the safety of this ritual. Wow, Yearlet doesn't have anything to say. That's kind of sad. Instead of relying on wicked ways to solve these problems, it would be better to turn to our good priests. There are skilled exorcists in the ecclesiarchy who know how to drive out dark spirits. Yeah, no, I'm with Argenta on this one. We're talking about ghosts. I'm doing an exorcism. Mysterious sliver. Huh. The priests will not leave their children in time of need. A group of haggard priests, dressed in unholy robes and accompanied by a retinue of repellent flagellants, arrived on Giannis. Armed with scriptures and lasguns, they led their flock into battle against the inhumane raids. The raids did not disappear completely after the battle, but they have started to appear less often and avoid human settlements. That's good. I think that worked out. Alright, and we'll get Rose of Zamarkand. Might as well. Let's warp travel over here. Hopefully that will lead us that way. That'd be really nice. I can spend one. Lord Captain, we have visitors on the bridge seeking an audience. Your presence is required. It's been a while since we had a bridge meeting. There we go. Oh, hello. That's a lot more people than I thought. What's up, guys? Is there a party going on? Your lordship. The high factotum bows low. Every few moments, Danlock brings a perfumed cloth to his face, but his expression remains obsequious. Members of your crew have made a request to allow them to proclaim their most profound devotion to the Lord Captain personally. Young man! A man in a worn uniform bows awkwardly. Your Highness, gracious Lord Captain, please let me speak on behalf of the whole crew, and everyone, and express our gratitude to you, officially, so to speak. The kind of leader you are, the way you treat people, is now known in every corner of the Expanse, from Footfall to the poorest, dirtiest, most unremarkable planet. All praise your dedication to the human spirit and goodwill. Everyone wants to serve under your command. There's no end to the volunteers. So the other day, when we were clearing out an abandoned sector for new living quarters, we found a forgotten vault, right in the bilge of the ship, literally beneath our feet. Well, it turned out the vault had some centuries-old weapons in it. They look a bit odd, but they're powerful for sure. The good tech priests helped with the assembly and consecration of their weapons. Now you can strike down your enemies with even greater might. Your lordship, apart from the weapons, the crew has sent one more find to the bridge as a token of its eternal gratitude. A most ancient mechanism, which our tech priests have dubbed the Celestium Observatorium. Alas, its machine spirit refuses to heed their rites, which makes the device more symbolic and aesthetic than practical in purpose. Do you wish to see it? Of course. Oh! It's like an astrolabe or an astrolabe or something? That's what I'm thinking of. I think y'all know what I'm talking about. Are all the people still just standing there? No, they're gone. The Celestium Observatorium looms over the deck. While the spirit of this ancient mechanism has gone silent forever, the words intricately inscribed on its frame can still serve as a source of resolve. A keen gaze thunders the darkness abloom with deceit and reduces all corruption to ash. Huh. Neat. Okay, carrying on. Because we still have a lot of journeying to do for this Aldari cache. If this doesn't go in the direction of the Aldari cache, I really don't know what will. Warp gate. Oh my. I'm gonna deal with these planets, do the fight, and I'll probably start next stream with the warp gate because it is getting a bit late. So do up and then the warp gate, which I'm kind of concerned about. That's probably gonna be a big thing. I don't need 2 plasteel. God, I'm rich though. My product factor just suddenly exploded, basically. By their arduous labor and unbreakable spirit, do his faithful servants fuel hundreds of imperial worlds. Their entire lives are an example of the true service to humanity. Okay? So over to the enemies of humanity. Do this fight, and I think this will be a good spot to wrap up, because we can fight these guys, and then next stream open up with exploring the warp gate and figuring that stuff out. Oh goodness. Iconoclast class destroyer.
Beware, Lord Captain. Our
Hi.
shield is down.
Hi. Giving me a little smooch, apparently. You know, considering I approach them, I feel like I shouldn't just be in the middle of them. You know? Doesn't that feel kind of weird that I'm just in the middle of these guys that I chose to approach? Alrighty, though. Let's immediately make these guys regret some life decisions. Hop over here. What? Oh, I think I clicked the wrong one.
Fire the lance batteries.
Gonna hop over here, do this. We can ram those guys, actually.
Bleed them.
Dunk dunk. Could actually finally do a ramming maneuver. I don't do this often enough. Dunk.
Spirit of the void shield array no longer protects us.
It's fine. We will restart the shields here. And, you know, let's rotate you, because I think it'll be funny. Go. Okay, why can't I? Interesting. Hold on. Can I? Huh. Interesting. Sniper. Oh, Hellbringer class light cruiser. Trying to sneak up on us in the Stardust. Man, I really wish that guy went first. Every time I try to pull something like that, it's always the guy that won't crash going second. The guy that won't crash going first. She's kind of less cool than I was hoping for. Can mag dump you from here.
Across the stars. Macro cannon.
Or thump dunk.
This one's going
More
down.
thunk thunk. Beautiful.
Set the course.
We'll zoom up here.
Unleash up.
There we go. Get you guys out. Yeah, we're gonna do this. We haven't actually gotten to use that ability yet. Oh my goodness. Imperial Storm. Just obliterated. No mercy. Here we go. And last guy, the Hellbringer class light cruiser is moving in. He's still got a good defensive position, unfortunately for us. That's a bit more lined up. I'll go there, do a shallow jump. Well, worst case scenario, I can't strafe with Avalard. Okay, so let's strafe that way. That lets us start hitting into you. Should have vulnerability scanned. Yeah, it's on that side too. How often does that happen? Like, never actually. Can't hit you. Unfortunate. Had 2 more tiles. I don't think I could. Get you guys in. You guys doing some. Oh, that's actually in the side shield. Unfortunate. That's fine though. Minor oopsie. I should have paid a little bit more attention. No big deal. We have an Eternal Fire. Miss. Because you guys are stinky.
Bleed them.
Last. Go there. Oop, wrong side.
Onward.
Just these guys out. And this.
Fire the last
I have plenty of ways to
For
finish
the
you off.
glory of the Imperium.
If that missed, I could just spin you, or this, or that. What's your question? Why would I want that? Yeah, that just seems like a downgrade. Alright. But with that, like, taken care of, we will fix up our ship real quickly. Which means, yeah. Development. That costs 650. I don't want to spend that much scrap just yet. Alright. That said, thank you all very much for coming around and hanging out. I do greatly appreciate it. If you missed any of the stream, I'll be uploading it to YouTube later today. If you're over on YouTube and you are watching and want to partake, I do my best to stream every weekday from around noon EST for about 2 hours, give or take. Thank you all very much for coming around and hanging out. Like, comment, follow, subscribe, this, that, and the other thing, depending on your platform. Will help out a ton if you want to. I would greatly appreciate it. But otherwise, thank you all very much for being awesome, and peace out, homies.